A full house today at Lincoln Financial Field. We're just about ready to kick off another season, so thanks for being here for our first broadcast of the year as the Buccaneers match up against the Eagles. Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi, everyone. I'm Al Michaels, and with me, as always, John Madden.
There's nothing like talking about a little defense. And whenever we see this team and mention the word defense, this guy comes to mind. The way he flies all over the field, making tackles, breaking up passes, I'll tell you, he's a non-stop hustler. And if they're looking to stop the ground game, he's going to have to make some big plays out there.
Deuce should see a lot of action to help give his offense a more balanced attack. The only way they're going to be successful against that defense is to keep them honest with a running game. It's definitely going to be a game of X's and O's and who has the better game plan.
They do stuff like that these days. You get all warmed up, stretch a little, then you get together as a team, say a little something, and you start going crazy.
Both teams have taken the field, and the season is about ready to get started. Akers is back and ready to put this one in the air. Should be a return here. From the 3. The Buccaneers will start this drive from the 25-yard line. Going to the air on first down. Pressure coming. Throws it. This one falls incomplete, and that brings up second down. Philadelphia comes out with 8 guys in the box. The running back gets about 3. John, for people who love defensive struggles, this game is exactly what they're looking for. 2 of the best in the league out on the field today.
These are 2 of the most talented defenses in the league. Not only can these guys stop you from scoring,
they can create scoring by themselves.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns on a big defensive play that generates points, like an interception return or a fumble recovery, something like that. Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Johnson with a man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Flips the tackle, breaks the tackle. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline. The Eagles come out in the quarter defense. With the throw, this pass is incomplete, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Closing in, throwing, and it's caught across midfield. And he's ridden out at the 34-yard line. The quarterback lets it go, and it found its mark.
This is one of those guys who's always had a pretty good arm. He always seems to do a good job of reading the defense.
Under pressure, throws it. He hits his receiver. Just about a 3-yard gain. Gets the pass off, and it's complete. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping them. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers using motion. Throwing on first down. Passing right. And the catch is made. Cardell beat the coverage on that pass.
Soft hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
Philadelphia comes out in their nickel package. That short pass incomplete brings up a 3rd down play. Johnson with a man in motion. Pittman. And he barely got enough. It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line. Tosses it out to the left. And he stopped at the 3-yard line. Gain of about a yard there. Johnson sets up, using motion. Gets the toss to the right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great rushing touchdown there.
Yeah, he knew where he wanted to go, and he got there.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. They really wore them down on that drive. A lot of plays from scrimmage, and they finished it with a trip to the end zone. Decent kick. We should have a return from the 4-yard line. Philadelphia takes over, trailing by a touchdown. Man in motion. Going to the left. That's a 3-yard gain. They'll go with a run once again. At the 24-yard line. Right up the middle. Not much there.
The defense just ate that guy up. They were right there for the stop when he tried to break through the line.
Pressure, guns it left side. The defender goes down. McNabb sets up. Wright is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 41. Counterplay that goes for maybe a couple. Let's check in quickly with Melissa.
I was able to talk to the team, Dr. Al, and he indicated that it's a minor injury. They expect that it'll take a series or two off and return to the field.
Thank you. That was Melissa Stark with the update from the sideline. Tried to take off with it, but the defense was waiting.
And that's the advantage to running a zone coverage.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
So it's a one-touchdown game as the first quarter comes to a close with the score: Tampa Bay 7, Philadelphia 0. They'll go from the I formation. The 30. Staley kept his legs moving on that run.
The offense won the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. Gain of 6 on the play. Gets the toss to the right. Gain of about a yard there. The Eagles line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Tosses it out to the left. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback. Akers comes into the game to try the field goal. And it's up. Through the uprights and good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Sends it sailing. From the 9. They'll head back onto the field looking to duplicate their last drive when they were able to get the ball into the end zone, basically through their passing game. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Get at him, Pete.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Flings it to the outside. This one falls incomplete. He knew that one was a catch if he didn't hit him hard.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look on a guy to force the drop pass.
Toss play to the left. He has room. The 40.
Let me show you what happened on that run. This guy absolutely tees off on the defender. I mean, he puts him right on his back. That's about as good a block as you're going to see.
Philadelphia lines up in the 46. On the call, about a 3-yard gain for the fullback. Throws it, and he hits his target. Johnson really put his body into that throw.
This quarterback has all the tools. A rocket arm, and he never makes a wrong read.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Dropping back, flings it to the outside. He hits his receiver. The 20, the 10, and they finally make the tackle at the 7. It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Give it all you got, Dave. Come on. 94.
Pittman lines up behind his fullback in the eye. The Buccaneers using motion. Pittman. He goes down at the 1-yard line.
Watch this. When you talk about not giving up on a play, having a motor that's always running, this is it right here. He gets a good shot at him and misses. But he comes back, and he still ends up making the tackle.
So 2 minutes left before halftime. And this is the 7th play of this drive. Pittman. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
Gramatica comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Good distance. From the 2. The tackle. What a stiff one. They're ready to go again after that last drive ended with a field goal. Pressure coming, and he's hit as he throws. He loses it. It's scooped up. He's taken down in the backfield by McFarland. A very timely recovery by the offense. Gets the call. Tampa Bay will call a timeout here. Going to the right. They give it to the halfback. Runs over the top. Tampa Bay will call a timeout here. They have 1 remaining. Buckhalter didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. Richardson will come into this game to punt. Green is the deep return man. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
Philadelphia lines up in the 46. Throwing on 1st down. The pass ball's incomplete. They can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down. Closing in, gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
Gets the call. Setting up play action. Throwing short to the right side. They couldn't get the ball past the 1st down marker.
I don't know why the receiver would break off that route and make the catch short of the 1st down.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick from the 17-yard line. He had a good return. Staley, the lone back. Throws it. Perfect throw. Philadelphia will call a timeout here. That's their 1st. He catches a floater for the 1st down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure 1st downs.
They line up in the I formation. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw into the open field. The 20. And he's tackled at the 17-yard line. We'll try to make the most of this red zone opportunity to add some points before we reach the half. The backs are lined up in an I. Mitchell comes in motion. Throwing on 1st down. Throwing. He did a nice job to bring that one in.
When you make tough grabs like that, the other team really has to dig in there and play some tight coverage.
He's rushing the offense back to the line. Throws it. And it's complete. Touchdown. Eagles. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
The defense just seemed to lose track of him down there. They have to do a better job keeping the play in front of him so that that kind of thing doesn't happen.
And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 8. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out.
Give it all you got. Bust his grill.
Dropping back, under pressure, throws it. He Checks a defender at the 40. He's finally brought down at the 30-yard line. That play was executed to perfection.
And when we were watching them in practice, they were running this play. That's almost one of those sandlot type of deals where you go long and I'll get it to you.
Only one man in the backfield.
You got him.
Hand off to the tailback, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. Pittman couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly. From here, this will be about a 46-yard field goal. The kick is up, and so that kick is good. McNabb sets up. He tucks it away. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Tampa Bay 17. Philadelphia 10. He got all of that one. I think down in the kick might have been the better option, John.
You can't really fault the returner for trying to make a play for his team. He just needs to be a little more patient while making some better decisions when he decides to bring the ball out.
Only one man back. With the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report. Pressure, throws it. This one falls incomplete. He just overthrew that one.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. He's out of rhythm on this drive. Can't seem to get it going. Green back to return. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside. He beat the blitz. Decent game.
He never seems to rush back there in the pocket. He takes his time, finds his man, and puts it right on the money.
Tosses it out to the right. He can't wrap him up. Keeps his feet moving. Pittman with a nice run and picks up the first down.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
The Buccaneers come out in the bunch formation. Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. He never hesitated on that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
Throwing on first down. Closing in with the pass on the run. Johnson put the ball in there perfectly.
And that's one thing this guy does well. Put the ball right in the place where it needs to be.
Gets the pass off. Perfect pass. And he's ridden out at the 17-yard line. Lost about a yard. It's the toss to the left. Pittman loses the defender. Running with purpose. Pittman covered some good ground there.
Hey, nice job up front. Holding their blocks and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
So the halfback gets about 2 on the draw. And this is the 8th play of this drive. Here comes the blitz. Big play to tip it away.
When you get down near the goal line, there isn't much room to make a mistake. You got to put the ball in a position where only your guy has a play on it. Sure don't want to turn it over down here.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind it. Flings it to the outside. The defender was all over him on that play, forcing the incompletion.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. And it's up. The field goal attempt is good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. They'll return this one. From the 1. Philadelphia needs 2 scores to get back into this one. Staley breaks free. Can't wrap him up. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback. Staley couldn't even get out of the backfield. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it. A lot of room to work. Can't bring him down. McNabb with a man in motion. Throwing on first down. Staley. Missed tackle. Pickup of about a yard in the run. Again with the carry. About a 1-yard loss. The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback. Dropping back. Gets the pass off, and it's complete.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look out. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Staley fakes the handoff. Throwing. This one falls incomplete. He got his hands on it, but the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Nickelback in this time. Dropping back, pressure with the throw, and he makes the grab. The pass is right there, and the receiver hauls it in for his 3rd reception tonight. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Buccaneers ahead of the Eagles 20-10. And we'll start the 4th quarter. Pressure coming, gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
That's got to be a little disappointing. He's been putting in a lot of extra time at practice catching balls.
A long field goal attempt here. This one from about 52 yards away. The kick is up. No good. It hit the crossbar. Throwing on first down. With the throw, nearly intercepted. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. We don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Drops back. With the pass, incomplete. Good job finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
He really should have had that one. He was in position to make the catch, but he forgot to catch the ball.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 42. Ball stop. Gain of about a yard by the fullback. So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
McNabb sets up. The Eagles using motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the carry. Just about a yard on the run. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable.
Slings it out left side. And he hits his target. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
To the air on first down. Throwing. So that play goes for about 6. 5th play of this drive. Drops back, closing in, hunts. He's tackled behind the line by Rice. Couldn't escape the pass rush.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the secondary. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
Under pressure, steps up, gets the pass off. They move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
7th play of this drive. Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it. Perfect throw. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
Looks like someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
They line up in the I formation. Drops back, throws over to his right. Picked off. The 30, the 40. There he goes, and no one's going to catch him. And he high steps his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Barber demonstrated great ability there.
The defense had everything covered up pretty well there. I'm not surprised that this one was a turnover.
Gramatica comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way. The point after is good. Sends it sailing. From the 6. The Eagles need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 22-yard line. McNabb using split backs. Mitchell comes in motion. Going to the air on first down. Pressure, gets rid of it, and it's caught. How about that speed? Great individual effort. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He tried to pick up the yardage himself on that play.
It looked like the defense was ready for that one. They were able to stop him for a minimal gain.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Tampa Bay comes out in their nickel package. Closing in with the pass, and the catch is made. So that's a gain of about 5.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Under pressure, throws it. Incomplete. That incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Pressure, guns it out to the right. Almost picked off. Down by this much here in the 4th, they had no choice but to go for it.
But they're in one of those 4-down situations. They're trying to get something going. It's just that nothing's working.
They've got receivers bunched together on both sides of the ball. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets the call. Fumbled. The Buccaneers get it. And so the offense is fortunate to recover its own fumble. They're looking for the run with all those linebackers out there. Philadelphia will call a timeout here. They have 2 remaining. The defense was ready and waiting for that one. This is going to be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. And it's up. And the kicker got all of that one. Good distance. From the 4.
This is where all your guys on offense have to step up and make plays. Time's running out, and they're facing a pretty large deficit. So this is where you're going to have to try and execute and come up with a little luck maybe.
So they have 1st and 10 here. The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package. McNabb with a man in motion. They'll pass on the first down. Launches this one to the right. With a catch. The Eagles call a timeout. They have 1 left. Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing. He has some room. The 10, 5, touchdown, Eagles. He just put the ball up there, and the receiver ran it all the way in for the score.
That was a great play. That guy just snapped the ball out of the air, tucked it under his arm, and just wasn't going to be stopped until he reached the goal line.
Akers comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. The Eagles have just made it a 2-score game.
This team can put up some points, but this might be a little too deep a hole.
And they'll try the onside kick here because they don't have much of a choice. They have to get the ball back. Here it is. Tampa Bay covers it.
They just need to eat up clock now because they have this game pretty well in hand. The only way the defense could get the ball back is if they had all their timeouts. The offense just has to kneel down a few times, and this one's over.
The Eagles call a timeout. That's their last one. And we're looking at a kneel down on this 2nd down play. There's the final gun. The final score is Tampa Bay 30, Philadelphia 17. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.